Well, here we are. This is the final project, and like all final projects in any course you've ever taken, this one will draw on everything you've learned so far. Basically, you're going to be assigned one of two projects, both of which are very simple. The first one is for your group to create a lesson plans that teachers could teach from at the beginning of school to get the students ready to do one-to-one laptops. At the high school in particular, we're going to be talking about, how does this go home, a lot of different things. Those will all be in your template to deal with. This is very crucial. If we do this correctly, we will solve many of the problems for the rest of the school year and make our lives that much easier. The second project is equally as simple and yet as difficult also, and that is to create a parent involvement plan that gets parents into the school, that gets parents to come and do technology with their kids. For many of there are going to be a significant number of homes at the high school that have never had a technology in their household. They need to understand how to work with their kids, and we want to draw on that. I think we're going to have a lot of that. But each of these is simple, but as an educator, they're also difficult at the same time, which is why we are drawing on all of the talents we have in our system. So let me just talk a little bit about how this works. One of the biggest problems that I've discovered with this particular way of teaching, and you will not have it in your classroom next year, is that I can't speak to you face to face, day to day, and so I have to kind of resort to these chalk talks. So let me just kind of go over how this is going to work. I know I described it in the assignment, but this is a little bit different. First, each of you has been assigned to a group of 3 or 4 other professionals, and we want you to collaborate to develop this project. Only in the people in your group will see your Google template. Make sure you turn on the chat, if you remember from this session on Google Docs and how to collaborate, so everyone can collaborate. You should have a list of everybody in your group, so you should be able to see it. When I close the doc on Sunday, I will be looking at the document history to see what everyone contributed. I'm expecting everyone to contribute. You don't have to just use a chat. You can write questions and propose things right in the document itself, so you get credit for that. You don't have to use chat. This is the most important part of this whole project that you need to understand. What is going to happen after you submit, after all the groups finish, all 3, all the way to Institute, submit all their projects? What I'm going to do is I'm going to create them, post them to the web, and set up a site where all the teachers in your school can look over each one of your solutions and vote on what is the best plan. The plan that gets the most votes will be, for example, the lesson plans that you use on those first 2 days of schools to deal with technology. So as you work, be aware that some group plans are going to be this may be the plan that everyone uses, including yourself. So that's important. I know this has been a lot of work, but everything you did will get you ready for next year. I hope you're able to follow along without too many problems. You should have a sense of what our students will experience next year when they do Moodle in your class. So this is kind of the end. The very last assignment is right after this, and right after you complete your project. I want you to take a short course survey. It doesn't take very long, so that I can use the data to improve the class next year. Have a great summer.